Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the ordinary mind, beyond the stories we're told about what's real and what's impossible? Imagine slipping into a hypnotic trance so deep that your thoughts reshape your world, or discovering secret teachings from Asia that reveal how to awaken hidden energies sleeping within your body. Across the centuries, seekers have turned to Theosophy, a path blending East and West, uniting wisdom from ancient India, Tibet, and Greece to illuminate the great mysteries of existence, and to remind us that life is far more interconnected than we ever imagined. In the quiet forests and sacred groves of old Europe, pagan traditions taught that the earth itself is alive, that every stone, river, and tree holds power, and that celebrating the cycles of nature is a key to personal transformation. And high above our heads, or perhaps deep inside our dreams, lies the astral plane, a realm where consciousness can drift beyond the body, exploring worlds unseen and possibilities unimagined. Today, we're opening the doors to 5 timeless traditions of hidden knowledge, each one a key to unlocking the vast, untapped potential of your mind, your spirit, and the universe itself. Stay with us, because the journey we're about to take will forever change how you see reality. Asia's esoteric traditions reveal a breathtaking spectrum of mystical teachings that have inspired seekers for millennia. From the subtle energies of breath to the cosmic cycles of the stars, these systems remind us that the universe is alive, and that through practice and wisdom, we can awaken to our deepest potential. In Himalayan mysticism, particularly among Tibetan and Nepalese Buddhists and Bon practitioners, the practice of Tummo, or inner fire meditation, shows how esoteric knowledge is used to transcend the limits of body and mind. Tummo practitioners sit in icy caves, raising their body heat through visualization and breath control, demonstrating mastery of subtle energies and a living example of mind over matter. In Mahayana Buddhist traditions across East Asia, esoteric rituals include the chanting of dharanis, powerful long mantras that function like magical spells to protect, heal, or remove obstacles. Temples in China, Korea, and Japan preserve these ancient chants, believed to carry the vibrational power of enlightened beings into the world. The Bon tradition of Tibet, even older than Buddhism in the region, has its own complex esoteric teachings. Bonpos practice sky-gazing meditation, or Trulkor, combining breath, movement, and visualization to enter states of profound clarity, connecting the practitioner directly with the luminous nature of mind. Their cosmology describes countless worlds and hidden realms, maps of existence intended to guide souls on their path of liberation. Moving to Myanmar, Burma, the cult of the Nats, a pantheon of powerful spirits, blends animist and Buddhist beliefs. Nat mediums, called Natkadars, enter trance during ceremonies with wild drumming and dancing, becoming possessed by gnats to offer blessings or advice. This tradition illustrates a living example of shamanic trance states, where human consciousness bridges earthly and spiritual planes. In Vietnam, the Jiao Mao tradition celebrates the Mother Goddess, a syncretic blend of Taoism, Buddhism, and indigenous beliefs. In Lenjong rituals, female shamans called Thanjong enter trances, channeling deities and ancestors while donning colorful costumes, singing folk songs, and performing dances. These ceremonies bring healing, guidance, and a powerful sense of communal connection, reminding participants that the spiritual world is never far away. Chinese geomancy, or feng shui, is another remarkable esoteric system based on the observation of qi, life energy, flowing through landscapes and structures. Feng shui masters rid the forms of mountains, rivers, and buildings, adjusting layouts to harmonize human life with cosmic forces. At its heart, feng shui teaches that subtle energetic relationships between people and their environment can affect health, fortune, and destiny, applying the Hermetic principle of as above, so below, to architecture and daily living. In Japanese Shinto, while not an organized esoteric system in the Western sense, the Kagura dances performed at Shinto shrines during festivals are deeply mystical. These ancient performances reenact the descent of the sun goddess Amaterasu, or the dance that lured her from her cave, symbolizing the return of light to the world. Through Kagura, worshippers connect with the kami, divine spirits inhabiting mountains, rivers, and sacred groves, reinforcing the Shinto understanding that the material and spiritual worlds are intertwined. Across Mongolia and Siberia, Tengerism, the indigenous shamanic tradition, teaches that the vast sky, Tengger, is sacred. Shamans known as Bu use drumming, throat singing, and ritual tools like the horsehair whip to journey into the spirit world. There they seek guidance from ancestor spirits and sky gods, practicing esoteric arts for healing, protection, or insight, keeping alive one of humanity's oldest spiritual lineages. In Indonesia, Kejawen, a Javanese mystical tradition, integrates Hindu-Buddhist ideas, Sufism, and indigenous animism. Kejawen practitioners seek kesampurnaan, perfection, through meditation, offerings, and the cultivation of inner virtues. They believe the soul's journey moves through layers of reality, each bringing the seeker closer to the Sangkan Paraning Dumadi, the ultimate source of all creation. Finally, Southeast Asian spiritual traditions across Cambodia, Laos, and Thailand continue to blend Hindu and animist practices with Theravada Buddhism. Monks create protective amulets known as takrut, inscribed with sacred scripts and blessed through intense meditative rituals. These amulets are worn to attract luck, repel harm, and connect the bearer with spiritual power, everyday examples of esoteric practice woven into daily life. Collectively, Asian esoteric wisdom teaches that our inner world mirrors the cosmos, and by purifying mind, harmonizing breath, and opening the heart, we can access realms of insight and power beyond ordinary perception. These traditions offer not just spiritual techniques, but a vision of life as a sacred, interconnected web, where every being, seen or unseen, plays a role in the unfolding mystery of existence. Paganism is a vibrant tapestry of spiritual paths that honor the cycles of nature, the power of the elements, and the presence of many gods and goddesses. Far from a single religion, paganism is an umbrella term for countless ancient and modern traditions rooted in reverence for the earth, and the belief that divinity can be found in all aspects of the natural world. In the ancient world, paganism flourished wherever humans gathered. The Greeks honored a vast pantheon with gods of love, war, harvest, and the seas. Their myths wove stories of deities who mirrored human passions and flaws. The Romans adopted many of these deities, adding their own customs and festivals. In Northern Europe, Celtic and Norse peoples celebrated deities of thunder, fertility, and the underworld, holding elaborate rituals among stone circles, groves, and burial mounds. Across these cultures, the Wheel of the Year emerged, a sacred calendar marking the solar and seasonal cycles. Festivals like Samhain, Yule, Beltane, and Litha celebrated the eternal dance of light and darkness, life and death. Each rite honored the turning points of the year, offering thanks to the earth for its gifts and seeking blessings for the seasons ahead. Paganism wasn't limited to Europe. Around the world, indigenous societies practiced what we would today call pagan beliefs. Animistic traditions in Africa revered the spirits of rivers and ancestors. Native American nations honored the Great Spirit in every rock, tree, and cloud. In Asia, Shinto worship in Japan recognized countless kami, divine presences residing in everything from waterfalls to sacred mountains. The rise of Christianity and Islam led to the suppression of many pagan traditions, with ancient temples repurposed or destroyed, and practitioners demonized or persecuted. Yet in folk customs, stories, and secret rites, pagan ways survived, passed down quietly through generations. In the mid-20th century, a modern revival emerged. British civil servant Gerald Gardner founded Wicca, blending traditional witchcraft, ceremonial magic, and nature-based spirituality. Wicca introduced rituals honoring a god and goddess, celebrating the Wheel of the Year, and practicing magic as a way to harmonize with natural and spiritual forces. Today, neo-paganism encompasses a diverse community of traditions. Some, like Druidry, seek to reconstruct Celtic practices, blending ancient lore with modern environmentalism. Heathenry revives Norse pagan beliefs, honoring gods like Odin, Freya, and Thor with blots, offerings, and symbols, ritual toasts. Hellenic polytheists celebrate Greek deities with reconstructed festivals and hymns. Modern pagans gather at sacred sites like Stonehenge for solstice rituals, build altars at home adorned with candles, crystals, and symbols of their chosen deities, and form covens or groves for communal ceremonies. Magic, for many pagans, is an act of attunement to nature's rhythms, casting spells not to control, but to align intention with the energies of the earth. Tools of pagan practice include tarot cards, runes, and scrying mirrors, used not to dictate fate, but to deepen understanding of the present. Divination becomes a dialogue with the unseen, a way to hear whispers of the divine in daily life. Paganism also embraces ethics rooted in reciprocity and respect, often expressed in the Wiccan Rede, "And it harm none, do what ye will." This simple phrase encourages freedom with responsibility, celebrating personal choice while honoring the interconnectedness of all beings. The growth of modern paganism reflects a longing to reconnect with the living world, to see sacredness in the turning leaves, the phases of the moon, and the pulse of the ocean. In a world that often feels disconnected and mechanistic, paganism offers a path back to wonder, reverence, and kinship with all life. Today, pagans worldwide share their faith openly, create online communities, and advocate for environmental stewardship, seeing the earth not just as a resource, but as a sacred being. Their rituals, myths, and celebrations remind us that we are part of nature's grand story, a story older than any book, and still being written with every sunrise. Astral projection is the extraordinary experience where consciousness slips free from the confines of the physical body, allowing you to explore hidden realms beyond the waking world. Throughout history, countless cultures have described this mysterious phenomenon, each offering a unique perspective on what it means to journey beyond the flesh. In ancient Egypt, priests spoke of the Ka, a spiritual double that could drift outside the body, traveling between the world of the living and the afterlife. Meanwhile, Hindu texts describe the Sukshma Sharira, or subtle body, which can detach during deep meditation, dreams, or moments of profound spiritual insight. Indigenous shamans across Africa, the Americas, and Asia have long practiced soul flight, venturing to the spirit world for guidance, healing, and hidden knowledge. In modern Western esotericism, astral projection became widely popularized in the 19th and 20th centuries through the works of theosophists like Helena Blavatsky, who described the astral plane as a vast layered reality, teeming with spiritual beings, thought forms, and evolving souls. These ideas merged with Eastern philosophies, leading to the modern New Age movement's view of astral travel as a path for self-discovery and enlightenment. The core concept of astral projection holds that humans possess more than a physical body. We also have an astral body, a luminous, energetic double connected to the physical form by a silvery thread, often called the silver cord. This cord acts as a lifeline, ensuring the traveler can return safely. During astral projection, awareness shifts from the physical senses to the astral senses, enabling perceptions beyond normal limits, seeing distant places, encountering beings of light, or moving through dimensions inaccessible to the waking mind. Techniques to achieve astral projection vary. Some practitioners enter the state through deep meditation, relaxing every muscle until the body is almost asleep while the mind remains awake. Others use focused visualization, imagining themselves floating above their body or drifting into a tunnel of light. Rhythmic drumming, chanting, and binaural beats can also alter consciousness, helping to detach awareness from physical sensations. Experiences on the astral plane are as diverse as the people who visit it. Some report floating above their own bodies, seeing themselves as if from the ceiling, or watching loved ones sleep. Others recount soaring to distant locations, exploring alien landscapes, or visiting legendary places like Atlantis or Shambhala. Many describe meeting spiritual guides, ancestors, or mysterious entities who impart wisdom or offer healing. Across cultures, astral projection has practical and spiritual uses. Tibetan monks speak of dream yoga, where the practitioner learns to remain conscious during dreams, treating the dream world as a training ground for astral exploration. In Africa, shamans of the San people use trance to leave their bodies, communicate with animal spirits, or track game over vast distances, blurring the line between the physical and spiritual worlds. Science, of course, remains skeptical. Many researchers propose that out-of-body experiences are forms of lucid dreaming, dissociation, or hypnagogic hallucinations. Yet even among skeptics, the power of astral experiences to transform lives, reducing fear of death, increasing empathy, and expanding one's sense of possibility is undeniable. Today, astral projection continues to fascinate seekers worldwide. Books, online communities, and workshops teach aspiring travelers to navigate the astral realms. For many, it's not just a thrilling adventure, but a profound spiritual practice, opening doors to the mysteries of existence and revealing that consciousness may extend far beyond the limits of the body. Hypnosis is a remarkable state where the mind becomes deeply focused and open to suggestion, often accompanied by profound relaxation. For centuries, healers, mystics, and physicians have explored this altered state, seeking ways to ease suffering, unlock hidden memories, and even glimpse the workings of the subconscious mind. Long before modern psychology, the ancient Egyptians used sleep temples, sacred sanctuaries where priests guided seekers into trance-like states believed to promote healing and reveal divine messages through dreams. Ancient Greek oracles, too, used trance to channel insights from the gods, while Hindu yogis mastered breath and meditation techniques resembling hypnosis to achieve deep states of altered consciousness. In the 18th century, Austrian physician Franz Mesmer proposed a force he called animal magnetism, which he believed flowed through all living things and could be manipulated to heal. His dramatic sessions, where patients convulsed or entered trance, sparked controversy, but laid the foundation for what we know today as hypnosis. Though Mesmer's theories of magnetism were discredited, his name lives on in the word mesmerism, still used today. Scottish surgeon James Braid revolutionized the understanding of hypnosis in the 19th century. Observing Mesmer's techniques, he realized the trance state was not mystical, but a natural psychological phenomenon. Braid coined the term hypnosis from the Greek word for sleep, hypnos, though he later regretted the name, recognizing that hypnosis is not true sleep, but a unique state of focused awareness. During hypnosis, an individual enters a state where their attention narrows and their critical mind quiets, allowing the subconscious to become more accessible. A skilled hypnotist can then offer suggestions that encourage positive changes in perception, memory, emotion, or behavior. Contrary to popular myths, people under hypnosis cannot be forced to act against their will. They remain aware and retain ultimate control. Clinical hypnosis has a wide range of therapeutic applications. It's used to reduce chronic pain, manage anxiety, overcome phobias, and break harmful habits like smoking. For example, a hypnotherapist might guide a person with social anxiety to vividly imagine a successful social interaction, rewiring associations in the mind and reducing fear in real life. Hypnosis has also been found effective in helping patients cope with irritable bowel syndrome, childbirth pain, and even post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. In recent decades, scientific research has revealed fascinating insights into the hypnotic state. Brain imaging studies show that under hypnosis, areas of the brain involved in attention, sensory perception, and self-awareness shift their activity. These findings confirm that hypnosis is a measurable, distinct state of consciousness, not mere pretend play. Culturally, hypnosis intersects with spiritual traditions across the world. Among Siberian shamans, rhythmic drumming induces trance states for healing and divination. In Sufism, whirling dances and chants can lead to ecstatic trances akin to hypnosis, allowing practitioners to experience unity with the divine. Even certain forms of Buddhist meditation use suggestion and focused imagery to guide practitioners toward deep states of serenity and insight. Today, hypnosis is recognized by medical associations worldwide, including the American Medical Association and the British Psychological Society, as a valid therapeutic tool. More practitioners are integrating hypnotherapy into mainstream treatment, combining ancient wisdom with modern science to help patients heal body, mind, and spirit. Whether used for personal transformation, overcoming obstacles, or exploring the subconscious, hypnosis remains a powerful reminder of the mind's ability to shape reality, offering a glimpse into the vast, untapped potential within us all. Theosophy is a spiritual movement born in the late 19th century, uniting Eastern and Western mystical traditions in a quest to uncover the hidden truths of existence and awaken the divine potential within every human being. Theosophy's founders, Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, Henry Steele Olcott, and William Quan Judge, established the Theosophical Society in 1875, igniting a revolution in esoteric thought that would ripple through occult, philosophical, and even scientific circles. Theosophy's core mission is to explore the ancient wisdom that underlies all religions, cultivate a universal brotherhood beyond distinctions of race, creed, or social status, and investigate the unexplained laws of nature and the latent powers of the human spirit. Its central teachings weave together ideas from Hinduism, Buddhism, Neoplatonism, and Western Hermeticism into a comprehensive cosmology that stretches far beyond conventional dogmas. One of Theosophy's most influential concepts is the sevenfold nature of humanity, which proposes that each person is more than a physical body. We possess layers of existence ranging from the gross material to the highest spiritual. These include the physical, astral, and mental bodies, and higher planes like the Buddhic and Atmic, representing unity with universal consciousness. Theosophy also emphasizes karma and reincarnation, teaching that life is a continuous journey of growth where each incarnation provides lessons for the soul. Through cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, we evolve spiritually, moving toward enlightenment and liberation from the illusions of the material world. Blavatsky's monumental works, Isis Unveiled and The Secret Doctrine, lay out vast mythologies of cosmic evolution, ancient races, and hidden masters, known as the Mahatmas or Ascended Masters, who guide humanity's progress from behind the scenes. These enlightened beings, according to Theosophy, have transcended personal limitations and now dedicate themselves to the spiritual advancement of all life. Theosophy introduced many in the West to concepts like chakras, kundalini energy, and subtle planes of existence, influencing everything from modern yoga practices to meditation techniques. It also provided a bridge for ideas from Eastern philosophy to enter mainstream Western thought, challenging materialistic views and encouraging a holistic perspective on life. The Theosophical Society quickly expanded worldwide, establishing branches in Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Americas. In India, Blavatsky and Olcott worked to revive interest in Hindu and Buddhist teachings, supporting schools and translations of sacred texts. They earned the respect of Indian spiritual leaders, who saw their efforts as a defense of ancient wisdom against colonial prejudice. Theosophy's impact on culture is immense. It inspired the founders of anthroposophy, like Rudolf Steiner, influenced artists such as Wassily Kandinsky and Piet Mondrian, who incorporated spiritual symbolism into modern art, and shaped key figures of the New Age movement, including Alice Bailey, who expanded theosophical ideas into new teachings about planetary evolution and the age of Aquarius. Central to Theosophy is the idea of the ancient wisdom tradition, a timeless, universal truth preserved through ages by mystery schools, secret brotherhoods, and enlightened teachers. This wisdom reveals the interconnectedness of all beings, the sacredness of life, and the path of spiritual evolution open to every soul. Ethics play a vital role in Theosophy. Its members are encouraged to live by principles of compassion, service, and self-discipline, striving to embody the spiritual truths they study. Through meditation, study, and altruistic work, Theosophists seek not just personal enlightenment, but the upliftment of humanity as a whole. Today, the Theosophical Society remains active in more than 50 countries, hosting lectures, publishing books, and offering retreats and study groups. Its teachings continue to inspire seekers to look beyond material appearances, cultivate inner wisdom, and contribute to a world founded on unity and love. At its heart, Theosophy reminds us that the universe is a vast, living web of consciousness, and that each of us carries within a spark of the divine, an eternal call to awaken, grow, and realize the profound oneness of all life.